Welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show on iHeart Radio. Coming up, we talk with Hot Rod Tour of Texas organizer, His Eminence Bobby Sparkman.
All right.
Jeffrey has our pre-owned car of the week, the Mazda 3. Conrad's out today, but we'll have the racing calendar. We'll also have the stories making automotive news headlines, if I can have enough time to do that and I don't get interrupted. It's just ahead on this edition of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Computer Mars, and Jeff. We need more Jeff Dziekan. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. And joining us here momentarily is going to be Bobby Sparkman. But Bobby, because we're unable to talk to him off of the air, we need to get Bobby to, what do we need to do there, Mr. Mars?
Looks like they're trying to use the video off of one phone and the audio off of another.
So we can't do that. So you guys have to use one.
For some reason.
Yeah, one phone.
He says, okay, they're going to fix that.
All right, so fix that. And then when you fix that, then we'll come to you. And I want you to know that yours truly is still planning on going on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas.
Fantastic. That's your warning, Bobby.
And that is your warning. And that's going to be in 3 weeks. Today's the 9th, and this is going to be the 29th, I believe it is, if my calendar has it correctly, something like that. And it's a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's not necessarily sold out, but there are going to be a lot of cars, and there are venues that are sold out. One is the Shiner Brewery Tour. That's sold out, as well as the drive-in movie that 300 cars are going to go to.
Well, that was the last estimate. I'm sure he'll update us 300
yes, I'm
cars.
Sure. Yeah.
Now, you're actually starting on Thursday down in Victoria.
Well, actually, I'm going to drive down there on Thursday afternoon to meet up with everybody, and there's a big welcoming shindig. Well, matter of fact, why don't we just go ahead and just get the latest now that Bobby's got it all ironed out. Bobby Sparkman, how are you doing, bud?
Very good, very good. How you guys doing this morning?
Well, we're doing just fine. So I was trying to explain to everybody, you might have heard part of that, that I'm driving down on Thursday afternoon to be there, I don't know, 6 o'clock, something like that, because there's a welcoming shindig going on in Victoria on Thursday, correct?
Absolutely. Our Explorer Victoria and CVB has partnered up with us to host a little meet and greet kickoff party at Aerocrafters from 7 to 10. We'll have live music by the Crowbars Band, a local band here, plays some great music. Little variety country.
Do they play any hip hop?
No, they don't play hip hop.
Well, I just thought I'd throw that out there because I know what a big hip hop fan you are.
They're Southern rock and Texas country.
That's good for me. Yeah. And
it's a great venue. It's indoor, outdoor, food. It's gonna be a great time.
You know, here's what I envision in some of these things that you've got planned is parking may be just a little bit tight out there.
Well, we partnered up with Atzenhofer Chevrolet, a large Chevrolet dealership that is right next to Aerocrafters. They've opened up their parking lot for us to park.
So in other words, you've been working on this since the last time we talked.
Absolutely. And another little treat for folks that are going to come in Thursday night. The CVB and Explorer Victoria are putting together some ice chests loaded with some goodies, as some giveaway door prizes for a few select folks.
Very nice. You know, one of the things I did want to mention to everybody is that I have been reading anyway, and you'll have to confirm this, that there are people that aren't going to do the whole tour, but they're going to do legs of the tour. And I think that's an attractive part of all of this. You don't have to go on the whole tour. If you can only do Friday, great. Saturday, great. Sunday, great. Am I right?
Absolutely. Especially with the price of fuel right now. Some of these guys got some vehicles that are 2.5 to 3 miles to the gallon, so they're not wanting to go 500 miles.
Yeah, and is that the length of the tour, about 500?
500 from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, nice. And so we start off in Victoria, the welcoming party on Thursday night, and then on Friday, what time do we head out on Friday morning?
Friday morning, we're going to depart Velocity Power Sports at 9 a.m. sharp with a police escort through town.
Woo! I like police escorts as long as as long as the red lights aren't behind me. I'm good.
I was gonna say, Mr. Jeremy Taylor here. He's one of our partners, and Morgan Cook. Jeremy's really he's helped us, and one of our local law enforcement officers have really helped us on this full route. Pretty much anywhere we had any congested areas, we were going to have police escort through town.
And, it sounds like such a great car show. If you're only going to make one leg, or even if you can't do that, if you could just catch the parade.
Yes, the parade of cars. And I was just going to say that, along the route, I mean, there are some small towns that we go through, quite a few of them, as a matter of fact. I would like to think that their Chamber of Commerce or whatever is actually out there going, hey, we got a great big parade of really fine cars coming through here. Y'all got to come out and see it.
Basically a free car show. Put your lawn chair up in your front yard or along the route, and you can watch them. I'll let Jeremy tell you how he's gotten the word out to the mayors and the Chamber of Commerce and law enforcement at each stop.
So this is kind of like the Texas version of the Woodward Dream Cruise.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Yeah, so like every town we're going through, I've sent letters to the mayors, the police department, Chamber of Commerce. I think there's a couple other divisions or departments. And so everyone has received a letter letting them know that we're coming through, and I gave them approximate time so they know when we're coming through. And I provided the route that we're taking through every town. And that way they're well informed. Some of them are putting them on their
CVB board, so
or
their community
chamber
knows.
boards and all that. So they're helping spread the word also.
Well, let's not forget, I mean, the In-Wheel Time Car Show, we're worldwide, and I'm sure that all of those people up and down that route are now getting informed, oh, my goodness, let's look and see if the car, the Hot Rod Tour of Texas is coming through our town. So where can those folks go
we got
to
a
see?
diesel truck behind us right now at the car show we're at.
So where can people go to see the actual route map of where we're going? Can you hear me?
He's passed by.
Okay, so where can people go to see the actual route map?
We're actually in Shiner at the Volunteer Fire Department's car show here. Got quite a few cars here.
Okay, so he still can't hear me. Where can people go to find out the route and approximate time that the Hot Rod Tour of Texas will be going through that area?
Okay, so right before the tour, I have an app that I put all the routes through, the map for each day. That'll be shared right before the tour. And also I have a spreadsheet with approximate times through every town that I'll be sharing right before the tour also.
Well, are you going to send that to me, or is this going to be a secret?
We'll send it out to you.
He's sending it to everybody except you.
Except me.
So it's a secret.
Yeah. So, and the goal is going to be, let's lose Don Armstrong. that would not be difficult to do at all. Well, I have to tell you,
we've got a windshield sticker for him for the drive-in with his name already on it.
Okay. Well, I have to tell you that. So yesterday, I don't really own a pair of sunglasses because every time I buy a pair of sunglasses, I lose them, step on them, break them, whatever. I actually made a trip to Academy, and I actually spent $20 on a pair of damn sunglasses just for the tour. I just want you to know that I am giving up a lot to do this. I want you to know.
$15 of that was the rhinestones.
Do what?
I said, hopefully they're polarized.
They are polarized. I'm going to look good. And I've tried to get caught up on all of the parameters that the drag strip has in place that we're going to stop at. What day is that going to happen?
Little River will be on the 30th, that Saturday evening.
And they're also doing, it's gasser night too, so there's going to be a ton of gassers running that night.
Wow.
Really good cars.
How fun. Well, I went and bought a helmet just in case, but I think after reading all of the rules and regulations that I really don't need one because I don't have a car that's that fast. But
Right.
at any rate, I've got one. I'm going to bring it, and if nothing else, I'm going to look cool.
Very good.
Got my sunglasses on at night and my racing helmet, my open face racing
He'll be
helmet.
wearing his rhinestone sunglasses.
He's wearing that tonight to dinner.
Hell, I'm putting rhinestones on it the next couple
I'm
of weeks
thinking
to making
so.
sure that it's all good. Okay, so when we take out on Friday morning, where do we head to?
Friday morning, we're going to depart Victoria. We're going to run out towards Hallettsville. We're going to turn up, go to Terryville, and then we're going to run into. Hang on a minute, this guy. Make the noise again.
We have to wait for the roar of the engines.
We're
Apparently,
going to run up through Terryville, up through Yoakum, and into Shiner.
So we're going to Shiner on Friday.
Correct. Shiner Brewery tour and beer tasting.
Yeah, that's perfect for a Friday. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
And
we've got pretty much all of their slots taken up from the time they open to the time we depart.
yes, I know. I had a hard time getting in, and I was like on day one that they opened up the tour slots.
Right.
And I was lucky that I think I got 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, something like that. But at least it's in the morning.
Well, but I think-
crazy how quick everything filled up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great idea instead of just saying, okay, we got 200 people going to show up here
Yeah,
at
no.
a certain time. No.
So let me ask you, interrupt this going through the process. How many people do you estimate, how many cars and people do you estimate are taking the hot rod tour of Texas?
Right now, based on the drive-in and based on some of the other stops, we're looking at probably 400 plus cars.
Are you excited about this?
Have I mentioned I'm jealous because I can't go?
Well,
And really, I think if we really pushed a little harder, we could have blown it up to 600 cars.
well,
honestly,
and I have to tell you that I would imagine that with the people joining the tour after we leave Victoria, that in the end, I have a feeling that you're probably going to have closer to that.
and we've got a big group in the Dallas area that are kind of doing a reverse route. They're gonna leave Dallas and meet everybody on Sunday at the Hillsboro Roadside America Museum and House of Hot Rods tour shop stop.
How much fun is that?
That's pretty
I
fun.
hope that I can stick around for that because, I've got to make that drive all the way from Hillsboro back down
Yeah.
to Texas, back to Houston area. So it's going to take me a while to get back down here. If I can do it, I'll do it.
Well, several of us are treating the wives. We're going to go to the silos in Waco and let the wives do a little shopping on Sunday evening and Monday, stay the night Sunday night, and drive back Monday.
Well, it
That's
must be
what
nice.
you ought to
It
do.
must be nice not to have a job on Monday, but I have a job on Monday that I'm going to have to go to. I didn't realize that it was actually going to be a 4-day tour and not 3 if you throw in Monday.
Well, but you don't
Yeah.
have a wife to bring with you.
I
either.
don't, which may
Yeah,
be
we're
a good
actually
thing.
starting on Thursday and ending on
Cheaper.
Monday.
Yeah. Well, okay. So once we get out of Shiner, if we're able to stumble out of Shiner, then where do we go? Then where do we go from there?
From Shiner, we'll be going through Gonzales, then Seguin, and then we'll end up in New Braunfels.
Okay. So we spend the night on Friday night in New Braunfels.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then so there'll be a party there. So then what do we do on Saturday?
All right, Saturday we'll meet up. I believe it's the Texas Creekside Cinema,
The EVO Theater.
and we'll meet up there in the morning. It's close to the Buc-ee's.
We
And
depart there around 8:30 a.m.
Yep.
Right at 8:30 a.m. we'll depart Saturday morning.
Okay.
then from there we'll go through Wimberley, which I found out they're having a show that day too.
Yeah, it's going to be Wimberley's going to be a pretty interesting drive through.
And then we'll end up in Dripping Springs at a special stop there. And both the Shiner Brewery and the stop in Dripping Springs, they'll have food trucks there. It'll be a combination stop and lunch. And the stop in Dripping Springs is Feeding Springs Muscle Cars. And
First time they've been open to the public. We're their grand opening first hoorah.
Cool.
Very, very beautiful place in the hill country. They have done a fantastic job. some great spots. They got a 40-foot old antique Firestone sign they set up on a bunch of Austin stones, so you can pull your car right up there by the sign and take photos. It's a great place.
Cool. Hey, are you guys gonna have like somebody like a staff photographer or something, somebody designated to take pictures along the way?
We have two folks partnership, Full Throttle Magazine and
60-foot photography. They did a bunch of the photography out at Alamo Dragway, which has since closed. So Full Throttle Magazine's not going to be able to make the tour with us. They've got a commitment, family member commitment that weekend. So they support a lot of stuff we do. We support those guys as well. Tim Lucher and his family. So what they're going to do is we're going to have the husband-wife photographer team. They're going to do the full tour with us from Victoria all the way through to House of Hot Rods in Mansfield, and they're going to provide those photos to Full Throttle Magazine, and Tim and them are going to compile all that, edit it, and all that kind of good stuff, and they're going to publish a full color publication magazine, a Full Throttle magazine, specifically on the Hot Rod Tour of Texas that will be available.
That's great. So I'll be able to get my own souvenir out of that magazine there. That's
Absolutely.
great. Yeah,
absolutely.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so now we've made it to Wimberley, and okay, and so where do we stay?
Okay, well, from Dripping Springs, we still got a few more miles to go. We'll head up through Johnson City and Marble Falls, and then we'll end up turning at Lampasas to head toward Temple, where we'll go through Coppers Cove, Killeen.
Nice drive, really nice drive.
You know, I know somebody in Temple, and I'm thinking we could make kind of ruin the grass around his house and make just a loop right around there.
Oh no!
Won't that be fun,
no,
George Skelton?
No.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll be staying tonight in Temple, and
hopefully not in the jail. Yeah.
No.
Hopefully not.
So let me understand something. These are all back roads and country roads that you're taking, because I'm thinking if you're going to
primarily back roads, yes.
Okay, New Braunfels going up 35 is going to be terrible.
Right. There's a few spots where we will have to take interstate, just there's no other option.
We're staying off at 35 as much.
Right.
Actually, completely, entirely, I believe we're off 35. We'll cross it, but I think we're completely off of it.
I think we're on 35 for about 15 miles.
Not much at all.
Good. Okay,
and
so
we've driven the roads. All the roads are really good roads. Even though they're Texas country roads, we've driven them ourselves, and they're all good roads.
So Saturday night, where we stay?
In Temple.
In Temple, okay. And then those that can still stand on Sunday morning, we leave out a Sunday morning, and where do we head to?
All right, from there we'll take. There's some country roads that run parallel to the west of 35, going through a lot of small towns. Let's see, there's Morgan, Valley Mills. Then we'll end up at Rio Vista. Then we'll come back down toward Hillsboro, and that's where we'll go to a Roadside American Museum. And then
very cool museum. I don't know if you guys have looked it up, but the Roadside American Museum is the 50s memorabilia capital. It's amazing.
I believe we've had them on the air.
Mm-hmm.
I've ever heard of.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a fantastic little museum.
Yep.
And that'll be lunchtime also. And there's several restaurants that'll be open in the area, all walking distance, in a couple blocks. So you get a meal, and then from there, that's when we'll drive to Mansfield to our final stop, and that'll be at House of Hot Rods.
How much fun! Are you excited?
Absolutely,
we are. It's coming to reality,
and it's coming fast too.
Coming fast,
very fast.
We'll share with you guys a couple of little things that's gonna be happening along the way real quick.
So nobody knows about this yet, so this is new news.
We'll keep it a secret.
So yeah, won't tell anybody, right? So for those that start off every morning
and sign in,
we'll have a sign in every morning stop, every kickoff stop, and at the final stop in Mansfield. So from that, we're going to have a drawing. We're going to have several of these ice chests. We'll have our logo on one side.
Ice chest.
And then hopefully y'all can see it.
Yep. Nice.
The cool artwork that Asphalt Canvas Kate Cook did for us. That's also going to be on the event T-shirts.
Very good.
We'll have a drawing.
I think we got 4 of those we're drawing for the full meal deal, guys, that make the full trip. Don, stay in there for it, Don.
Okay, I will. I'm going to hang in.
We also have partnered with Rust-Oleum, and they've provided, I believe, 4 garage epoxy kits that are going to be drawn for throughout the event.
Those are the things to paint your calipers.
Paint your floor, your garage floor.
Oh, yeah.
Rust-Oleum stepped up and said, "Hey, we want to be a part of this. What can we do? What can we offer you guys?"
Gotcha.
And we said, whatever you guys want. And they come up with the garage floors and shop kits and said, "How about these?"
Those are expensive, my friend. Let me tell you.
Very, very, very nice.
Yep.
I was very, very, very kind to those folks.
Well, it sounds like so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it, and it is Hot Rod Tour of Texas, and I know you got a Facebook page, and I guess that's the easiest way to get all the info.
Absolutely.
We do have some merch.
Yeah, we've got
Caps are sold out. We still have some shirts available.
We got event shirts. We just started offering some event women's shirts and event caps for women that have ponytail holders, openings in the back. The women loving them. They're we didn't think they were going to sell very good, but they're go flying off the table.
Very nice.
We're also going to do different tumblers that'll have all the stops on them. We're going to do some windshield banners. We're finishing those up. There'll be just a few of those, like they go across the eyebrow of the windshield of your car. It'll have Hot Rod Tour of Texas, and it'll have each stop underneath it. Little stick-ons that you can put on your windshield. Those will be available as well.
Instead of dash plaques, you got these little winds. That's cool.
Yep. Well, Bobby, Jeremy, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We truly appreciate it. It looks like a great time, and I will be the judge of that if I can make it home without too much Excedrin.
Yep.
All right.
I'm sure there will be some ice chests with cold, refreshing beverages in it.
I'm sure there will be. Well, thank you.
If you follow this out, or you find Jeremy, there may be Shiner and probably Miller Lite available.
Very nice. All right. Well, we appreciate it. Thanks for joining us today, and I'll see you guys in a few weeks.
Thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome.
All right, man. Take care. Bobby Sparkman and Jeremy Taylor.
Yeah.
Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. Time now for the racing calendar.
Yep, got it right here. Okay.
Did you read it ahead of time?
I did. In fact, I've been reading it all morning.
Okay.
So here we go. NHRA. You've got this weekend. Well, you've got next in 2 weeks.
Oh, you said you read this.
I know, but I was the dates. I didn't get the dates. So the 22nd through the 24th, Spring Nationals in Houston. April 29th through May 1st, 4 wide at Charlotte for the NHRA. Not a big fan of that. NASCAR today is today and through the weekend. Tomorrow also, you got Martinsville Speedway. Formula One is on the 10th Australian Grand Prix. Now I've got a little. What do parents feed an infant that want them to grow up to be a race car driver? They feed them Formula One. Okay, enough about that.
That was a long walk for that one.
I said it all week. IMSA racing through the streets of Long Beach. May 16th is Mid-Ohio. And then, of course, 410, you got Indy at Long Beach.
My ears just unheard that.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, Kathy gave this to me, so she said use it on the show.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy, but coming out of Jeff just doesn't work. All right, time now for this hour's car review. Jeff is doing our pre-owned car of the week. It's the under 10 series, meaning it's the under $10,000 class.
Yep.
And today we have the Mazda 3.
Yep. And it is a 2008. It's a Mazda 3, and they put a little initial on there called an I. So it is. It's a touring vehicle, 2-door, 4-door, and a hatchback. That's what these rascals come in. Now the 4-door touring is a compact vehicle, and you can put 4 people in it easily. 5 would be uncomfortable, but a small child would be good. Exterior features on this rascal: you've got the power adjustable outside mirrors, which is on a base model with the touring. It's it's pretty good. You got alloy wheels. You've got the rear wiper. It's a good compact car. My daughter owned one of these when she went to college, so it was a very, very good car. Your interior, you've got basic 4 speakers, AM, FM, auxiliary audio ports. You can listen to your in-wheel time on your podcasts. Heated mirrors, steering wheel controls, which pretty much that's what you're going to get nowadays anyways. Good center pod on the dashboard. Telescopic steering wheel. You got power seats on this Touring, which is a good feature. Engine-wise, you've got a 4-cylinder inline, 4-valve per cylinder, 148 horsepower at 6,500 RPM. Torque is 135 foot-pounds at 4,500 RPM, and you can get a 4-speed shiftable on the paddles, or you can get it on the console as well.
Automatic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rating is 23 city, 31 highway, 26 combined on this, and it's easy to do that. It's a small 4-cylinder car.
I wonder if that's the same motor that they put in the Mazda Miata.
That I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know that. So far as the ride, it's a small, compact vehicle inside, somewhat stiff ride, ventilated front discs, but solid rear discs. So you got more of a performance on that as well. Electronic steering, and you've got the speed proportional radio. When the faster you go, it decreases. So you're looking between 7,000 and
What the hell does that mean?
what the speed for the radio?
Yeah,
I have that on mine.
the radio.
For the radio.
Radio.
But the
I thought he
faster you
was
go-
saying radio. No, the faster.
Volume compensation.
Yeah.
Volume
Volume
compensation.
which I think is a good thing. You're between $7,000 and $9,700 on these vehicles, depending on mileage.
How much?
Between $7,000 and $9,700.
Dang.
So it's up
Sign
there.
me
it's,
up.
It's pretty close, and there's others. You have other options and different trim levels on this, but you're going to be you could find one of these in a little above 10 if you wanted.
Well,
to.
I'll tell you this: that if you can find one that has under 100,000 miles, good luck,
Yeah.
because that's one of those kind of cars that was affordable. They were out there. A lot of them were out there, and if you could find one under 100,000 miles, boy, that rings my bell.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it. Hey, I'd like to remind you that the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on iHeart Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and InWheelTime.com, and podcasts are available on your favorite podcast channel. The In Wheel Time Car Show continues right after this quick break.
Father's Day weekend, Saturday, June 18th, 2022. It's the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, and you're invited. Tailpipes and Tacos Father's Day edition will be at the same Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. on Saturday, June 18th. It's the only place cruisers compete for trophies and other prizes. Enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest cruise-in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods, and get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos and adult beverages. There's no entry fee, and cars will automatically compete for custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It all happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Kick off summer with Tailpipes and Tacos Father's Day edition, Saturday, June 18th. The In Real Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate Father's Day, the start of summer, and the return of Tailpipes and Tacos. Saturday morning, June 18th, 8 to 11. We'll see you then, weather permitting.
Tony Stewart Racing joins the NHRA Camping World Drag Racing Series, and his drivers, Leah Pruitt and Matt Hagan, will face off against NHRA stars including the legendary John Force Racing Team. Don't miss this battle of horsepower and performance. It's the final NHRA Spring Nationals event at Houston Raceway Park. Don't miss it, April 22nd through 24th. This is your last chance for nitro action in Baytown. Tickets at HoustonRaceway.com.
The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeart Radio app and ask for In Wheel Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk Show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InWheelTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is free to you. From the iHeart Radio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Conrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeart Radio app, search for In Real Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite Car Talk team. In Real Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/InRealTimeCarTalk.